Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sammy Ketchum TCG. Hi guys, I'm Sammy Ketchum, and today I am very excited because as you can see, I have this nice ARG Circuit Series Top 8 mat. I recently just came back from an event where I placed second, which is really great. Good. I can't talk now. Excuse me. I just got home. From work, and as soon as I got home, I wanted to upload this video and tell you about this this awesome deck that I played. I played Pikarom at the event, at the ARG tournament. Man, I absolutely love this deck. Absolutely love this deck. I've been playtesting this deck online. I've been playtesting this deck in real. I've been looking at different lists, different strategies for this deck. I've been looking at articles, the works, and today it finally paid off. Today it paid off, and even though I didn't come in first, but second place is not too shabby. This is awesome. So I'm going to tell you about this deck. This deck is a little different than, this deck is a lot different than the one that I did a while back ago on Pikarom when I first started. Lots of things have happened. I've tested things out. There's been lots of changes. I'm going to tell you about that, and I'm going to tell you about my tournament experience as well. So let's jump into this. First off, smooth that out the way. We are going to start with the main big boss of the show. 3 Pikachu and Zekrom GX. Alright. Alright. Originally in the other list I had only 2. Basically most lists now actually run 3. And the reason why you want to play 3 is because what you usually end up doing is when you're attacking with this guy and when you're attacking with full blitz, you're usually powering up another Pikachu and Zekrom on the bench. The reason for that is because, for one, most of the time if you just sit there and use full blitz and power himself up, you're leaving yourself open with 6 energies on your Pokemon. Who knows, you may get knocked out the next turn. But if you put 3 energies on a bench Pikachu and Zekrom GX, you'll at least have that one ready or something ready to come up. And a nice little neat little trick you could do is if you go full blitz, put one on the bench Pokemon, and the next turn, if you either have out Thunder Mountain or get Thunder Mountain, you attach your energy for the turn, and then what you do is you play like an energy switch. Switch one of the energies either off him or somebody else. Put it on, the active Pikachu. Retreat the other one and bring him out. And you could use the GX attack for 5 energies. Which is really good. I mean, there's some really great combos that you could do with Pikarom, Full Blitz, Energy Switch, Thunder Mountain, Tapu Koko, Prism Star. Oh man, the combos and the things that you could do are just endless. But I mean, this card in the tournament really was just amazing. Pikachu and Zekrom is amazing. Being able to hit for 150, ramping up the damage with electro powers and choice bands. Um, I literally, basically, I literally took 6 prizes in 2 turns with Pikarom. You know, well, actually, that was the mirror match. I faced off in the mirror match and I killed both of his Pikachu and Zekroms, which was really nice. Um, but yeah, I mean, had a really great run, just a really great run. Let's go on to the next one. All right, let's see. We have ourselves 2-0 or GX. I like to. Zero Aura is basically in here to help you free retreat. Also, his attack Plasma Fist isn't bad at all. You can actually full blitz to it. It's very nice. It's not bad. 160. Choice Band 190, which isn't bad at all. You know, as like a second attacker, it's really decent. I've seen some lists play 1, you know, but I like 2 because I want to be able to find it. I want to be able to see it. I don't want it to be prized. I want to be able to have the free retreating option at all times, you know, especially now with people playing Absol in their deck. And I'll get to Absol in a little bit because he's in this deck as well. So we'll talk about Absol in a little bit. Zero Aura is just so good, you know, especially when your opponent is playing Absol. And basically, when you have a basic deck, when all your Pokemon are basically basic Pokemon, Absol hurts. So this is amazing. It is very good just for that. We have ourselves 2 Tapu Lele GX. Tapu Lele, you know, self-explanatory, is very good. You play it down from your hand and search your deck for supporters. We have ourselves 1 Tapu Koko GX. I think in the original build that I showed you guys last time, I had 2. I cut it to 1 because you don't really need them like that. But Tapu Koko actually is not bad at all. Tapu Koko can actually save you games. If you have lots of energies on the board and you have a damaged Pokemon, you can use Arrow Trail, his ability, and you can move energies to him, and then maybe Ace Roll and pick up your other guy, you know. Also, his GX attack as a secondary GX attack isn't bad at all, you know. I think I actually used that maybe once or twice today in the tournament, which was really, really good, you know. I like it. I like it. It's just solid. It's just solid, you know. Tapu Koko Prism Star. What can I say about this guy? Basically, he's in the deck for his ability alone, you know. When he's on your bench, you can basically remove him from play, take 2 energies from your discard pile, and attach them to 2 of your Pokemon, which is very good. It's so good for electric decks. I mean, basically every single type of electric deck basically wants to play this card, you know. You know, it is just, it's so good. It's so good. I can't even, like, you can't talk enough about this guy. It is that good. You know, energy acceleration to help, along with energy switch, so many great combos. I mean, reading this card is basically self-explanatory. I mean, it's just great. One copy of Zapdos from Team Up. In the original build, I think I had 2. I cut it to 1. The reason why I cut it was because I didn't. Well, with my deck, I want to be more I want my Pokemon to be faster. Well, I want to just have like a pure Pikachu and Zekrom build. Well, basically, all I want to do is just basically get out Pikachu and Zekrom, smack them in the face with full blitz, and then smack them in the face with GX attack. You know, basically Zapdos really took a back seat, because I just wanted to just focus I wanted to focus on the main attacker, Pikachu and Zekrom. But even when I'm focusing on that, Zapdos still isn't a bad card. It's very good. You know, if I found myself falling short of getting off Pikachu and Zekrom's attack, you know, I could send out a Zapdos and maybe either deal some damage to the active or take a quick knockout. You know what I'm saying? With bringing him out and doing 70 more damage with his attack. So, I mean, it really did come in handy today. And I'm glad that I kept him in the deck. At least one of them in the deck, It's not bad. It's not bad at one right now. With the way that I have this build. One copy of Absol. Let me tell you, I have been reading online with some articles that people have been teching this into their decks. I actually didn't realize this until the night before. I was reading an article, and I was like, why are they putting Absol in their deck? I was like, does he have to be active or something? And then all of a sudden I went back and I read it, and I was like, oh my God, this card is busted. All you had to do is plop him on your bench, and his ability says that if your opponent's active Pokemon is a basic Pokemon, their retreat cost, cost one colorless more. So yeah, the retreat cost is more, which basically is really, 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 how do I say it? It really hinders your opponent, especially if they play a skateboard and they only have, let's say they only have one retreat cost. They play a skateboard. A skateboard would make the retreat cost free, but not with Absol. Absol will basically put that retreat cost back at 1. Which basically hinders them because most players, basically everybody, you can only attach one energy a turn. And you don't want to sit there to attach an extra energy to your basic Pokemon when you want to attach an energy to your other Pokemon to power it up, to do other combos, to pull off plays. And you can't do what you want to do because you don't want to put an energy on your active to retreat it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, this guy hurts. This helped me out during the tournament so much. Especially playing against Zapdos Jirachi. Of course, Jirachi, when you bring him up, uses ability, he goes to sleep. All right, looks at the top 5 for a trainer, puts it in the hand. Usually it'll probably be a skateboard. He attaches a skateboard, but he can't retreat. There were so many turns when I was playing against the Zapdos Jirachi player where he just went turn pass because he couldn't get his Jirachi out of the active. This guy was so good, put in work. I actually say he was probably the MVP. I really like him. This is so good. I love it. There we go. One copy of Marshadow. Marshadow is so good. It's so great. You play him in the beginning of the game or whenever you want to disrupt your opponent, and you and your opponent shuffle your hand into your decks and draw 4 cards. Most of the time, it's usually a benefit for you rather than your opponent. I think I screwed at least 2 of my opponents with Mars Shadow off of Mars Shadow play. Today and the tournament, it was really really good. I would say just about every deck would probably play a Mars Shadow in it. I saw a list last night that ran 2, which is really crazy. I mean, well, you have 2, which is really crazy. Yeah, they were taking no chances. This card is very good. Let's go with the supporters. We got 3 Cynthia. All right. 2 Lily. First turn. All right. Let's see. We got Erica's Hospitality. All right. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this card. Most lists that I've seen only play 1. I like 2 because I like to see it. Usually when I'm playing games, I'm playing against decks that basically like to get like a full bench, and I know it. Zorak like a rock, they like to get a full bench. Malamar likes to get a full bench. Anybody that goes like 4 bench Pokemon and they're active, this is still good. So I like to, I like to punish my opponent for having a bench, and I like to draw more cards. Seeing more cards is what I want to do with this deck. Want to go more aggro, want to go more speed, want to get the cards that I want to see. The more cards I see, the better chance I have of winning. So, I like it at 2 right now. It's not bad. Have ourselves 4 copies of Volkner. Volkner is so good. It's so clutch. I've seen some lists that don't even play Volkner, which is ridiculous. I have to say that's ridiculous. Being able to search out an energy and an item is just so good. Like any item, Choice Band, Electro Power, Ultra Ball, Energy Switch, Rescue Stretcher if you play it. This is so good. Even though it's a supporter for the turn, the one thing that makes it worth it is because it's what you want to play. Because you have everything else. You already got some of your Pokemon powered up. You have everything else. All you need to do is just get an energy and your item. You don't need to draw cards. You don't need to do this. Whatever you need is right here. And boom, you got it. Why sit there and draw cards for something that you need when the thing that you need, you can just get it with the Volkner? Let's see, we got 3 Guzma. Yeah, self-explanatory. One copy of Acerola. I like Acerola. I recently just added Acerola back to here, I think. I think I had him in there before, I'm not sure. But I added it back again, if I did add it. I can't remember. But if your opponent's Pokemon is trying to 2-shot you, you can sit there, play this, take the damage off, pick them up, put them back in your hand, and you can play them down again. This works really great with Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko's ability, Arrow Trail, can come in, take the energies off the damaged Pokemon. Tapu Koko goes to the active. Then you can Acerola, pick up your damaged Pokemon, and you don't waste your energies. You know what I'm saying? It is just so good. It's good against decks like Shrine who basically can't do the full 240 to knock you out or whatever. It's good against Zoroark. Zoroark can only hit for max 120. Choice band maybe 150. Zero can withstand that. Pikachu and Zekrom can definitely withstand that damage. You can definitely Acerola pick them up. All you need is one time. All you need is one time to pick it up, and then, boom, you're back in the game. That's why you only have one. That one time basically can just put you back in it. Have one copy of Licia. Licia is good to find your Stadium Thunder Mountain. It can also find you Tapu Koko Prism Star. Which is very, very good. It's very, very clutch in his deck. Basically all electric decks will probably use this. Will mostly use this. I don't think there would be a time where I wouldn't be able to use this. This is just, it's so good. Let's go for Ultra Ball, self-explanatory. For Electro Powers, you'll let your Pokemon do 30 more damage when you play it. This is very good. The one thing that I've been doing with my Electro Powers is, you have to use them at the right time. You have to use them at the right time. Use them sparingly, maybe use one here with a choice band. Or maybe if you really need a knockout, you can use Vulcan to find another one and then use two with a choice band or something. But you use them wisely in this deck, because once you use one, you're never going to get it back. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't play Electro Charger. Because for one, you have to flip a coin, and two, it goes back to your deck. You may not be able to search it out through your deck again. So, So you only got one time. So you got to make them count. And they've been working well for me. Really well. 3, Nest Balls. Nest Balls speed up the deck. Get out your basic Pokemon, put them on your bench. It's very good in the early game. It's just fast. It's not a supporter, so it doesn't waste your supporter for a turn. It's just so good. I love it. Have ourselves 3 energy switch. I like 3. 3 or 4 is really good. I've seen people in lists, they only have 2. I'm like, I can't do that. I have to have 3. I like 3. To be able to switch your energy off of the Tapu Koko ability from one of your Pokemon is very good. Just to be able to switch your energy around, especially when you start off with a Pokemon, you attach your energy to it. Your next turn, you free retreat it with Zero or energy switch. You've got 2 on now, Pikachu, Zekrom. You have out the Thunder Mountain, boom, you're off to the races. It's just so good. It's just so good. I don't think I will ever go down to 2 energy switch in this deck. I mean, that's just me. 3 Acrobike. Acrobike thins out the deck. You look at the top 2 cards and you take one, put it in your hand, take the other one, discard pile. Acrobikes, I use them sparingly. I don't use them all the time. You know, I only use Acrobikes when I really need to use them. Like if I really need something that badly, I'll play the Acrobike and see if I can get it. Other than that, if I don't need it, if I can do my plays without using Acrobikes, I won't even use them. I'll just discard them because I don't want to be able to. I don't want to discard resources. That's just me, you know. But they really do help. They really do help, and they helped me out today, you know. 2 choice band. Against EXs and GXs, they do 30 more damage when you're attached to your Pokemon. 1 copy of Thunder Mountain. This card is so good. I mean, I wish we could play more. Wish we could play more, but it's so busted you can only play 1. So it is just good. Makes your electric Pokemon's attacks with electric energy cost less. So yeah. I don't know if I said that right, but you know, most of you guys know what I mean. Know what I mean when I talk about Thunder Mountain. It is so good. And then we have ourselves the 12 lightning energies. That looks ugly. Let's do this. 3, 6, 9, and 12. There we go. That looks better. All right. 12 lightning energies. For your Pokemon, your Pikachu and Zekroms, you need enough energies in the deck to keep searching out with full blitz. Keep powering up your Pokemon. It's just so good. Yeah, man. I had a blast. I would like to thank Grand Slam Comics for hosting the tournament. I also like to thank ARG. I'd like to thank, give a shout out to everybody, all my opponents. But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was fun. And, let me go ahead and end this video. This is like really, really long. If anybody stays around to hear this. Oh my gosh. All right. We're going to be out of here. Like, comment, subscribe. And as always, take care of yourself and each other. Bye-bye.